Usually it's by this time. Yeah, it is. All right. I did manage to get keyboard and mouse working at the end of the last stream. It was working at the end of the last stream. There was only one thing left to do, which was reading float values. Took me a few attempts, but I did manage to get it once I go back from the gym. It was actually pretty easy. All I had to do was create a new int type and then get float from it and divide by 6. And I also learned that this is how, or this is like one of the ways how float values are sent on the wire. Oh, there was another one, but I can't remember that. But yeah, so I guess now the thing to do is is work on the actual debugger, because all the events are there. I get mouse enter, I get the coordinates, I get click, except scroll. I don't get scroll, which can be sorted out later. Shouldn't be too bad. And keyboard works, like each key. I get the key, press shift. There we go. Yeah, all the keys work. Well, I mean, at least it seems like it. And I can get focus. Okay, so the window is more or less good to go. So I think it's about time I started working on, don't need the interfaces anymore. Here. And are there any more to-dos? No, that one's fine. I think I'll leave it as is. Maybe I'll get rid of this as well. Oh, but that is... it's fine. I know how to read it now. I'll leave it, because I think I don't need to call it here. I can move this to later. Okay, I think I can get rid of most of this stuff. Yeah, get rid of that. This, yeah, I don't need these as well. I'll keep the font, because I do. Wayland, true type. I built it. Okay, I think that must be everything. And this should be renamed Wayland. Yeah. To be fair, we don't need this right now. Let's go. Might don't need the allocator either. Okay, so how do you build a debugger? I think the only thing I know about how a debugger works is I only know this from an article I read a long time ago. Is you gotta attach like a surface, so not surface. Attach a process within your running process, and then you can sort of control it. But I don't know how exactly that works. So I think we can find out. Let's go to standard. Maybe let's Google say attach process. Okay, I think that there's nothing much in the language reference. Think about process. Okay, but maybe not there. Let's look at what is standard process. But change directory, clean exit. Oh, interesting. You can change the current working directory. Changes the current working directory of the calling process. Holds the command line arguments with the program name as the first entry. Oh, I'm guessing this is like the current process, if I'm not wrong. Places the current process image with the executed process. This function must allocate memory to add a null, terminating bytes on path in each arg. Must also convert key value format for environment variables and include null pointers after the args and after the environment variables. argv is the executable path. Function also uses the path environment variable to get full path to the executable. Due to the heap allocation, it is illegal to call this function in a fork. For that, use standard POSIX function directly. Okay. That looks promising. What is an exec E? With the executed process, this function must allocate memory, environment variables. Also, I'm guessing pass it. Okay, not exactly sure. What is the difference? Path environment variable due to heap allocation. Oh, it replaces the current image. That's what this does too. Exec V, exec E. Oh, what's the E and B map? I think they forgot to update this documentation because it seems to be exactly the same as the above. Okay. Exits the thread of the program with specified status code. Total system memory. Okay. I think we should also check. No, this one. Standard POSIX. No, this is a little bigger than I thought. It's a bunch of values. Again, the functions. Abort, accept, access, find, change directory. Seems like similar methods. Share connection to a socket. Change the owner group of the file referred to by the file descriptor. I wonder what would happen. Hey, Sticky Man. Sorry, I didn't see your message. Should refresh my. There we go. What is here? What is this process? Also, where do you pass the process? This is the current process image with the executed process. This function must allocate memory. I don't want to replace it. Allocate map. Is there exec process POSIX? Executing external process. Standard process child. That's POSIX process. Ah, it's right here. I didn't see it. Arc iterator, arc iterator general options. WASI, EMB map. A bunch of arc iterators, create environment options, user info. Collect output. What would happen if I call the current running process with it itself? Still Windows run spawns child process waits for it collecting. Okay. Set username spawn. Spawn and wait for spawn. Collects the output from the process standard output once the output has been collected. Takes a child process. How do you get a child process? Windows extension, standard IO. Okay, you get it here in it. First argument in the argway is the executable. Okay. Okay, I mean, I guess I could try that. What could go wrong? How do you... Okay, but I can just kill it after. So I don't need this allocator. Standard process dot init. First argument in argway is the executable. It's a slice of constituent, slice of strings basically. Oh, did I spell it wrong? Is it process? The child. Okay. And what if I called myself? Argv is slice. Args, let's say sig out slash bin something. Anyway. God, is this how you initialize stuff? I think this is wrong. The type looks fine. Do that, I guess. Init. And then the allocator. Const child process is that. Guessing this can add a... I can't. Okay. What if I can't find... Well, we'll find that. And then what can you do with the child process? The only trouble is this could go out of hand because, well, we'll see what happens. Okay, and does it return a spawn ID? Doesn't. After spawning, the ID is available. If it succeeds, the caller owns results.standard out and result.standard error memory. Takes args as a struct, allocator, argv. So it doesn't need. I can just call. Okay. Can't. No, I think it returns nothing. Try child process dot spawn. And then guess try. Does it error? Yeah, it does. Tell process dot wait. And you can call kill. I guess let's not wait initially. I'll just call tell process dot kill. What is term? Okay, it returns. So it should be stopped. Returns a union and the debug, right? Any you can print standard meta dot active tag. Oh. Okay, see what happens. Expected type. Okay, something happened. What is signal? Yeah, what is actually signal? Okay, I'm quite surprised. I didn't think that would work. And I also thought it would. Well, let me try and wait. Wait, and then this here. I think I sort of want to like sleep for, let's say, a second and then kill it. But this would also just wait forever, I think. That's what I thought. And I'm guessing it should be spawning its own children by this point. I can check that by... Does it return child process? Dot init. What could be print? Is there... ID, GID, current working directory. Okay, I can print something. Debug. I think can I do standard log? Open it. Yeah. I think it's info. Spawning child. Any. And this will be not sure yet. I can check. Standard out. Oh, okay, I could. I'll get the standard out in a bit. Get the ID maybe. What is the ID? Process ID dot type. Any child process dot ID. What was it ID? Oh, wait. Forgot how you sleep in Zig. Sleep. Let it sleep. Okay, that's fine. Nanoseconds. So I think there was something called thread sleep. There was another one. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Standard thread dot sleep. Set a time. Nanosecond per millisecond. Microsecond. Standard time per second times 5. That looks kind of right. Okay, that's what I thought would happen. Each child just keeps spawning their own child. That's cool. I mean, and it's interesting that how do I stop it from spawning? Because this might be a problem. Yeah, it'll just never stop. Although if I don't wait, should be fine. Yeah, it's just spawn one child and then kill. Okay, I'm not gonna wait for now. I can get rid of this. Okay. How can I... What else can I do? Wait, no window flag. Quest resource usage statistics. How do I set that? Guess in it. This document agrees the executable. Request resource there. Oh, it looks. Is it only Windows? Oh no, there's POSIX as well. So before wait. Oops. The fuck was that? Usage statistics field will be populated after calling wait. I never call wait. So I guess I can wait. Although I could call. Okay, I do have an idea. So can I just set child process dot true? Oh, it's struct. After calling wait, if request resource statistics was set. Okay, so this is the one I gotta set. Okay. And I can spawn a child. Let's keep like a spawn count. Max spawns equal 1. Yeah, it's good. Does it have to be outside? Well, but I guess each child would do the same thing. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna make a difference. Because each child will just spawn 1. Okay, let's just see what it... and it says I have to call wait. That... I can just ignore the return. Wait. There must be a way to like control the process. Log the info. Resource usage. Yeah. A child's process dot resource usage statistics. Yes. Yeah. How can I? Can I stop like a child process from spawning its own children? Take control. Spawn. Ah, that was... Never mind. Don't need that. Don't need that. What is fork? Oh, 6 fork. Needs a small patch to add the error code to the set of error. Okay. Interesting. Takes no arguments and you get a new process ID. Is there fork? Fork creates a new process by duplicating the calling process. The new process referred to as child process, the calling process called parent. They run in separate memory spaces. At time of fork, both memory space have the same content. Memory writes file mappings. Map and unmapping performed by one of the process do not affect the other. The child process is exact duplicate of the parent. Oh, okay, interesting. Except the child then has its own unique process ID. The child's parent process ID is the same as the parent's process ID, right? The child does not inherit its parent's memory logs. Process resource utilization are reset to 0 for the child. Does not inherit semaphore. Does not inherit process associated record logs. Time. Child does not inherit timers from his parents. Okay. Child is created with a single thread, the one that called fork. The entire virtual letter space of this parent is replicated. Actually, that's something I would like to. How do you get? How can you see? Why did I close that? Child. Process. Maybe. Pass the environment variable as an integer. MV. Interesting. I can change directory. So what if instead back make directory debug child, so at least it doesn't keep calling itself, so it might be easier. Child, and then sig init, and I can just run sig build run. Okay, perfect. So I guess before I spawn child, I can't get the output. So what if I called, hang on, for now I'll just hardcode child. Yeah, what's called bin debug child. I know, Is it the same one? Debug child. Then change directory. Changes the current working directory of the calling process. Okay. Standard process dot change directory. I'm guessing relative to the current one. So let's just say go back, get debug child. What is it? It's a process change directory. Oh, it's change current directory. Change. What was it again? Okay. And what does this do? Changes the current working directory of the calling process. Okay, I'll just print that for now. And change directory equals try. Oh, it doesn't return anything. Alright, see what happens then. File not found. Wait for spawn. Am I waiting? I am. Okay. Why is file not found? I thought this would have added. Standard debug print. Maybe here, yeah. Standard debug print. How do you get current working directory? Okay. .fs.cwd. Yeah. Oh, was that an error? I think you can do something. Directory dot path. Prefile delete. Open directory. Why does it take a path as an argument? Okay, I think stat should be fine. Kind directory. Okay, but there is no name. Metadata, symlink. How do I? Okay, one of these must return a constituent. No, apparently none do. Get C. I'll to close that. Let me ask, what's his name? Gemini. No, I just wanna, how can I get the directory name using or directory path? How's the path name of the path name related to this directory? Why do you need like a buffer? Alright, let me just ask him. I'm gonna get the directory path and say what the fuck is this? Okay, yeah. Path name or text? It's thinking. I do have the directory process. No, it doesn't. This fucking line. No, it's not what I want. I guess I have the FD kind is directory. So at least Yeah, but I mean, of course, it's a directory because even if it didn't change, what are methods on the directory? Default mode entry next BSD. Relative to this directory. What is the out buffer for? Real part C. Oh, it returns. Okay, okay. I'll just give it a buffer. Buff can be 6U8 is undefined. Directory dot real path. FSCW. Why is my LSP not working? FS. Doesn't matter. So if it doesn't matter, why did I have to try? Oh, there's an alloc part. Directory. Give that, and then try directory dot real alloc allocator, and just that should work. I don't need the buffer anymore. Maybe I just provide a path. Say sig out. Okay. So this can now be a string. I think that should work. Okay, so at least I'm in the right folder. Okay, that was just to find out. So I am calling the right help process. Firstborn. Maybe I can call. What was the first argument again? Child process dot init. First argument in argv is the executable. Is the path correct? Zig out binary. Yeah. It is right. So what is, why can't it now find? Error file not found. Okay, so it's this try. That process dot wait. Maybe. But that's, I don't think that's right. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it should matter. No. It did work when I tried to run the current process. Hang on. What's the path again? Yeah, here. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's already in. Okay, so I guess I can just call. Oops. Yo, what are you doing? No, it still can't find the file. Alright, I don't know what's happening. If a file not found. Which file? Spawn. Yeah. Oh no, it's not that. Wait. Switch OS. What file is it talking about? That's on Windows. Wait, create process path extension. Oh, okay. Does it need anything else? So it's the arguments. Invalid arg0. Contains unsupported characters that will never resolve to a valid exe. No, can't find the file. Why can you not find the file? Standard and what is that type anyways? I can check child process.cwd. It's a slice of contour. It's null. Can I just set it manually? CWD is but this is so wrong. Doesn't look right at all. Okay, what? No, I think. How do you? I think which one is null? Okay, wrong. Okay, so it's kind of sets the current working directory, but I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. So I might have to like read some example. Whatever. Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I think I just wanted to try out today what I could do with the process. Yeah, I think this doesn't look right. I'll get back to this. Probably do some reading after I come back from the gym and try and figure this out. Because right now, I don't think I'm getting anywhere. But it was still fun. I just wanted to see if I could spawn child process, and you can. Yeah, I just need to figure out how to spawn them when they're not in the current directory, which might be useful. Alright, I guess, hope you have a good one. I shall see you back here tomorrow. Be more prepared tomorrow, hopefully. If I do find some time in later, but I think I will. Alright, hope you have a good one. I'll see you back here tomorrow.